PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
The PIHL is on TenbandTV tonight from the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon Division II matchup as the Carrick Cougars host the Trinity Hillers. Good evening and welcome to PIHL High School Hockey Night live on TenbandTV. Matt Vandriak with you here tonight. Two teams in the middle of the pack here in the early part of this 2025-26 campaign. Trinity, they come in 2-4-0 in the season with 6 points. Carrick has 9 games played. The Cougars 2-7-0, also with 6 points. Both teams tied currently for 4th place in the Blue Division, sitting 2 points ahead of Sewickley Academy and 3 points ahead of last place Wilmington. Both sides trail Burrell by 11 points for 3rd place. Of course, the top 4 teams in each division in the open class make the playoffs, so big points on the line here tonight, battling for playoff positioning. Carrick, they've scored 25 goals so far this season, averaging 2.8 goals per game. The Cougars have allowed 49 goals against. That's an average of 5.4 goals against. Carrick 8th in scoring in D2 and 13th in goals allowed. Trinity, they've scored 25 goals so far this season, 4.2 goals per game. They've allowed 40 goals against, an average of 6.7 goals against per game. The Hillers are tied with Carrick for 8th in D2 in scoring and are 10th in goals allowed. For Trinity, the Hillers are led offensively by the brothers Coyle. Seamus Coyle leads the team. He has 11 goals, 4 assists, 15 points. His brother Henry, second on the team in scoring. He has 8 points, 2 goals, and 6 assists. Zach Giblets and Bobby Dedea each have 3 goals for the Hillers. In goal, Trinity's used a tandem that is, with Chase Jones and Sidney Mathers splitting the work. Jones will get the call here tonight. He's 1-2-0 in the season, a 6.86 goals against average, and an .811 save percentage. He'll be in the net to our left for Trinity. Carrick, they're led by Chris Tomasi. Tomasi, 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points on the season. Also Ethan Semenoff right behind him. Semenoff with 4 goals, 5 assists, and 9 points. Landon Jeffrey and Max Hagan have each scored 3 goals for the Cougars on the season as well. Reed Richardson has been the top guy in goal for Carrick, and he'll get the call for the Cougars. In the net to our left tonight, Richardson, 2-5-0 in the season, 4.83 goals against average, and an .872 save percentage. After starting the season 0-3, Trinity has won 2 of their past 3 games coming into tonight. This is the Hillers' first game, though, in 3 weeks. They haven't played since November 11th. That was a wild 9-5 win over Wilmington. The Greyhounds led that game 3-1 after the first period before the Hillers exploded for 5 goals in the second. Seamus Coyle, 5-point night, 3 goals and 2 assists. Henry Coyle, 5-point night, 2 goals and 3 assists. So the Coyles combining for 10 points in that win. Zach Giblets also had a 3-point night in the victory with 2 goals and an assist. Carrick, they come in off of a 5-4 loss to Morgantown here at the Ice Castle on Monday night. Chris Tomasi scored twice for the Cougars. Landon Jeffrey added a goal and an assist. Reed Richardson was busy, stopping 37 of 42 shots in the losing effort. Both of these teams in the open classes, they are co-ops. Carrick, this year representing 3 of the City League schools. Carrick, Alderdice, and Brashear, along with Brentwood, West Mifflin, and Carleton. Trinity, they are the conglomeration of 4 Washington County schools and 1 Greene County school. 4 Washington County schools. The host school, of course, Trinity, Chartiers Houston, Fort Cherry, and McGuffey, as well as Waynesburg, makes up your Trinity Hillers this year. As we get ready to get this one underway, Trinity coached by Clay Shell. Assistants tonight are Hunter Donahue and C.J. Johnson. Carrick, they're led by Joe Small, Tim Jeffrey, and Bobby Jones as assistants. Carrick, they'll move right to left to get the party started. They are the home team, decked out in the whites with the dark blue and gold trim. The opposite way, the visiting Hillers will go, decked out in the dark blue jerseys with the white and black trim. First of 2 between these sides here in 2K25-26. They will close out the regular season against each other as well. The game will be on February 24th at the Prinscape Arena at South Point. TenbandTV will not be there. Something about Bears. We're going to get this one underway. Right to left. The Cougars to start. The opposite way, the Hillers. Open class battle here. Teams have a lot of ground to make up. Both 11 points behind Burrell for second place. Trying to cement themselves here in this. Burrell, 11 points behind Burrell for third place. Trying to cement themselves in the fourth and final playoff spots. This will be a big one here. Face off at center ed. And that's one by Ethan Semenoff. He'll move it up the right side, cut off by Trinity's Cale Bitts. And into the bench. The Trinity coaching staff avoiding the frozen rubber there. Face off one, push to the Trinity zone, Giblets. Circles back to his own end. All the way around to the far side and up the left wing boards. Nice chip pass here with speed. Zach Giblets. Centering pass. Cut off. Well defended by Carter Kraus. Kraus gets felled for his efforts. Lead feed looking for Semenoff. Taken away. As Trinity's Seamus Coyle had it for a second and had it taken away by Ethan Semenoff. He sent it back into the Trinity zone. Then returns it back here to center red. Max Hagan over to the left side, gives it away. Here comes a chance. In tight and unable to turn it over. There was Seamus Cole as he got all the way down but couldn't finish the play. Cole, strong effort, trying to wrap. Brings it all the way out. Cole turns, shoots, scores! Seamus Cole. And he was half man, half amazing on that effort as Cole brings it around the net and snaps it in from the right circle. And the Hillers on the board 1 minute and 5 seconds into this one, tallying his 12th of the season, Seamus Cole. Back to center red. Trying to find some room here is Lexi Droshek. It's returned back into the Carrick zone by Corey Taylor. From the right board, shot goes wide as Ian Vranick put it on. High toss from the point, glove down. Reed Richardson flagging down that try from Jensen Phillips. The faceoff stays in the home zone to our right. Puck dumped back through and into the Trinity zone. Jensen Phillips with speed. Wraps it out. Unassisted goal for Cole. Now a nice little give and go, but a better read by Chris Tomasi. And that returns the offense back the other way. Trying to work through everybody, but unable to turn it over. There was Dmitry Valchev. Trinity defender loses an edge. Carrick defender loses an edge. Driving to the net. Save made. As Brody Woods took it strong. Tried to go 5-hole. Reed Richardson closes the door. And icing called against Carrick. That'll bring the faceoff back in the home zone to our right. Unassisted tally by Trinity's Seamus Cole. His 12th of the season is where we stand 1 minute and 5 seconds into this opening period. And the Hillers on top 1-0. Face off here in the circle. Hudson Bennett loses that draw. But keeping it back. Centering try. Mahan looking for Caleb DeJarmo. Trinity watches Carrick come back the other way. Long shot. Stick save made on that right point try there. Hagan bouncing it back down. All the way around it goes. Hagan gets a second try at it. As Mahan can't get it out. Third try. And here comes Mahan. Skating with it, he has DeGarmo with him. Long shot, wide of the net. And after it, there's Hagen trying to backhand it out. Easton Samuel working to keep it in for Trinity, but it's played back to the neutral zone. DeGarmo cut off on the play here by Theos Valchev. Theos and Dmitry Valchev, twin brothers. The junior duo, number 27 and 28 for Carrick. Of course, the Coyle brothers, the big duo for Trinity. Henry just a freshman. Seamus the veteran senior and leading point getter for Trinity. We'll face it off in the home zone to our right. Giblets in there for it. Taken away, though, by Landon Jeffrey. Lead feed. Semenoff trying to track it down. Nick Boris, though, the first man there for Trinity. And we battle into the corner. Body bump there. Puck freed up for Carrick. Centering feed. As Jeffrey finished his check, sent the loose puck in front, but nobody home. Lead feed, well defended by Tomasi at center red, as Giblets was going to be heading back the other way. Seamus Coyle up the left side, going to dump and chase. Jacob Buchholz for Carrick, reverses it back to the left point. Nick Boris looks it over down the left wall. Giblets to the slot, shot on, blocked. Losing his stick was Jeffrey on that effort, able to pick the timber up as he blocked that shot. Semenoff tries to exit. And he'll find it, and here he comes. Semenoff 2-on-2 back the other way. And well defended by Giblets, now picked up by Tomasi. But the Cougars are offside. And we'll bring the face-off back into the neutral zone. 12:46 left here in period number 1. Unassisted goal for Trinity's Seamus Coyle. 1 minute and 5 seconds into this one. Our only tally so far in this D2 matchup. Face-off one. Losing an edge, though, for Carrick was Lexi Troshak. Back the other way. Stick save made. Good shot by Ian Vranick. Better stop, though, by Reed Richardson. It's another pair of siblings, as this is fed on to Reed Richardson, who covers on that shot attempt from Vranick. But the third pair of siblings in tonight's game is the goaltending tandem for Carrick. The starter, Reed Richardson, and on the bench, sister, the backup, the freshman, Nora Richardson. Phillips from the right point, dumps it down low. Curry Taylor, after it there, he's pumped off. Hagen trying to get it out, cut off by Taylor. Taylor working, trying to find Bobby Dedea in front. Shot from the circle, and that stop made as Dedea picked it up. And the save made by Reed Richardson, has been the busier of the two keepers here. 5 minutes into this opening period. Face off in the Cougar zone to our right. Trying to move it ahead. Nobody home. Looking for Gavin Jones, but Trinity takes it away. Off the skate there of Vranick, and then pushed back in by Gavin Jones. Around the horn it goes to the far side. Semenoff the first man there. He'll backhand it down for the Cougars. Jensen Phillips finding it for Trinity. And up the left side, the Hiller's going to break it out. Vranick has it almost stolen away by Jeffrey. Puck chipped off the boards all the way back towards the Cougar net. First man there is Corey Taylor. Centering feed. Loose puck. Carrick back the other way. Here comes Landon Jeffrey, 2-on-3. Jeffrey drags, top of the circle shot, and that's blocked. Good job there by Jensen Phillips to get in front of that for the Hillers. Back to the far wall, Bobby Dedea reverses it out, and Carrick back into their own zone. Jacob Buchholz will chase it down. Buchholz ahead here, and it's going to be Chris Tomasi, the leading point getter for this team. Tomasi, that is, drags to the far side. Tough angle shot. Stick save made by Chase Jones. And Trinity gets the clear. Tomasi leading the team in both goals and points with 10 for Carrick. Jeffrey sets up, sends it out, cross-ice pass. Tomasi chasing it down. He'll dump it ahead. Theos Valchev will chase after it. And Trinity gets it out. Back they come. Here comes Avery Mahan. Mahan dumps it in, then finishes his check. As we see Hudson Bennett dump it in. And Carrick's Royaknowski after it. And we have a whistle here. I think we have a penalty coming up against Carrick. We do not. Or do we? Not sure where the whistle came from. It's not a penalty. Is it an intentional offside against the Hillers? The faceoff's heading back into the visitor zone to our left, so that's what we're going to go with. Thought that Simcox was going to get a penalty, but not the case. Weird it took that long to draw that offsides. Regardless, here comes Trinity back. And taking over, here's Henry Coyle, dropping it back to the defense. Lead pass up the left side, looking for Seamus Coyle. Too far, and icing against the Hillers. We'll bring the face-off back into the visitor zone to our left. Face-off won by Trinity's done a nice job on the face-off so far tonight. Hagen puts his hip into Seamus Coyle. And we have a penalty behind the play, and I think the Hillers may have gotten caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Let's see what the call is here. Actually, it's going to go against Carrick. As Max Hagen gets called for the hold. Trinity to the power play. Hillers so far in the season clicking at 20% with the man advantage. Carrick's penalty kill, 70.4. As far as the kill rate goes. And Trinity up 1-0, trying to add to it with our first power play try here of the evening. Hillers breaking it out. Crossing center red. Giblets, good feed. Wood's going to drop it back to the left point. That's Henry Coyle there. Finds Seamus Coyle. Rip, save, bouncing puck. Where's it out? It's up and over the shoulder as Richardson made the stop but wasn't sure where the rebound was at. Seamus Coyle, who has the only goal of the game, finds it along the right wall. Trips to the point, now takes it towards the circle. Semenoff descends on him as Trinity sets up. Back to the right point. Henry Coyle to Seamus Coyle. Looks it over, fought off. Getting a piece of it there was Richardson. And all the way back into the Trinity zone. 55 seconds into this Hillers power play. You hear the Trinity coaching staff yelling change. They want to get PP2 out there. And here it comes. Coyle trying to go coast to coast. Bouncing puck, finds it, centers. Well defended. Semenoff got a stick on the try there from Dedea. Back to the left point. Into the circle. Walking it out. Rister, score! And Trinity gets the power play goal and doubles their lead to 2-0 with 8:19 left here in the period. Zach Giblets puts the mesh in motion. PPG for the Hillers, and the visitors lead 2-0. We'll face it off again here at center red. Trinity doubles the lead, taking advantage of that power play. And now the draw one here. Trocheck trying to push it ahead there, looking for Dmitry Valchev. And it's going to be icing. Looked like Valchev might have been across the, I'm sorry, Trocheck was across the red line, but the officials see differently. And I trust them because my vision is not what it once was. Not even close. My eye doctor will attest to that. I have cheaters, for God's sakes. How old am I now? Face off in the the Carrick zone to our right. From the draw, pushed right to the net, but blocked down. And here comes Max Hagen. Back the other way, coast to coast. Nice job by Miller to toe the line. That's Ryan Miller, emulating former Buffalo Sabres goaltender Ryan Miller with that split there. Sam Schneider leads the charge back 3-on-1. Schneider trying to hook up there to Brody Woods. Carrick going to bring it back the other way. Hagen to Valchev, that being Dmitry Valchev. But unable to make anything happen to the Cougars, and here come the Hillers back the other way. Up the left side, Schneider is going to rip it all the way around, and hustling in, here's Ian Vranick. Vranick tries to center, nobody home, taken away. As Carrick having a tough time getting it out of their own end. Pressure being put on Hagen as into the corner. Here's Avery Mahan trying to spin away. Woods cuts it off. Woods goes back to Mahan, who's bodied up on by two Cougars. Puck loose. Mahan finds it to the corner, and he is finished off as bodying up there was Landon Jeffrey, bringing some thunder. Carrick trying to get it out. Puck moved ahead here by Droshek through center red. Back into the Trinity zone. Hillers return favor, but it's going to be Tomasi who gets there first, trying to skate away from Hudson Bennett. Carrick resets, chipped in by Gavin Jones. Easton Elliott, the first man there, but loses his edge. Centering try, firing just wide with Semenoff. He had the keeper leaning, but misses the net. Good look there for Ethan Semenoff. Carrick turns it back towards the net, blocked down. Fed back to the neutral zone. And Carrick resets through center red. Put on his rump there was Cale Bitts. He's taking a piece of him at center red was Landon Jeffrey, who's brought the physicality here in period number one for the Cougars. Trinity setting it up back the other way. They look it over. Trying to clear it out. And stepping in there is Easton Elliott. Unleashing the fury with a big hit. And then Coyle rips one off the crossbar coming back. He was looking for number two with Seamus Coyle. Bitts tries to find him again. Carrick going to bring it back. Slowing things down, setting it up. Sending it through center red. Here comes a chance. And this puck bounces off a couple of things as Theos Valchev threw it towards the net for Carrick. Good try and a goal! Henry Coyle makes it look easy as he takes the puck to the net, to the backhand, and tallies for the Hillers. It's Trinity 3 and Carrick nothing with 5:09 left here in the opening period. The brothers Coyle each on the board for Trinity. Here we go. So Carrick in a hole here early. Chipping it in front, save made there on that tight shot from Ian Vranick. Another try off the post as Corey Taylor puts it on. And now a steal, a chance to the net, just getting a piece of it. Brody Woods on his way in, and Reed Richardson got enough to keep it out for the Cougars. Vranick battling. Taylor joins the fray, 4 deep the scrum. Carrick finds the puck, but we get a whistle behind the play, and the Cougars are heading back to the sin bin. Second try with the man advantage here for Trinity. They're 1 for 1 on the night. And they win the draw. Hillers trying to add to this lead. To the left point. Nice feed down low. Firing just wide for Trinity was Zach Giblets, who has one. Sandwiched between Seamus and Henry Coyle's goals. Giblets has a power play tally. Seamus to Henry Coyle, shot through traffic, trying to redirect it. There was Kill Bitts. And he just misses. Bitts, one-time rip, fired wide on that feed. And it's going to bounce all the way back the length of the rink. 1:15 left here in this Trinity power play. Here comes Giblets, coast to coast. Drives to the left circle. Giblets slows, drags back, looks for Coyle, has his pocket picked. Good read by Semenoff. Short-handed 2-on-1. Semenoff leads a charge, looks it over, has a trailer, but can't connect with Ryan Miller as the puck takes a hop. 50 seconds left for Trinity. They'll regroup and break out. Here comes Phillips. Shot on, save made, then Phillips is felled by Tomasi as Richardson closes the door. So Trinity, Seamus Cole started the scoring at the 105 mark, an unassisted tally. Then Zach Giblets, a power play goal at the 8:41 mark from Jensen Phillips, made it 2-0 Hillers. Then at the 11:51 mark, it was Henry Coyle from Seamus Coyle and Cale Bitts. That's where we stand now. Shot from the point by Phillips, blocker save made by Reed Richardson. Phillips gets it back, finds Woods at the right point. Woods looks it over, sending it to the far side there for Vranek. Vranek back to the left point. Now to the right point. Woods takes the bouncing puck, finds Vranek in the circle. He has to turn to find it. Back to Phillips at the left point. Phillips through traffic, deflects wide. Woods turns it over. Through traffic again, glove save, rebound. And the Hillers find it. Shot to the net, save made. Good look there for Corey Taylor. Penalty over, we're back to even strength. Maybe a chance back for the Cougars. This puck's floated ahead to Jones. Tries to find a trailer, but Trinity takes it away. Jeffrey bumps Taylor, but Taylor able to move the play ahead. Finds Woods, who tries to go through everybody, dropping that puck back. Trinity, Roy Iknowski helps the Cougars clear, but too far. It's going to be an icing call. And it'll bring the face-off back into the home zone to our right. 1:46 left here in the opening period. Trinity on top by the count of 3-0. Seamus Coyle netting his team-leading 12th of the season. Zach Giblets getting his 4th. And then Henry Coyle adding his 3rd of the season for the Hillers here in period number 1. Centering try. Lexi Trocheck will take it away and move it ahead to Dmitry Valchev. Valchev tries to put it in front. Loose puck pushed to the net. Kept out. On that effort there by the Cougars was Austin Davis. Sorry, not Davis, but Miller, who tried to force his way to the net but couldn't tap it home. Battle behind the net in the Carrick zone. Samuel steps into a slapper, sacrificing the body there for Carrick. It was Roy Iknowski getting in front of that bomb. And now Trinity will regroup. Up the left side, the Hillers going to send it out. Here comes Eric Yordy. 1-on-2. Yordy tries to shoot and deflected out of play by Carrick's Max Hagen. Faceoff will stay in the home zone with 39.5 left here in this opening period. And the visitors, the Hillers on top by the count of 3-0. Face-off in the circle to the right. Bitts steps into it here. Against Semenoff. Semenoff wins the draw for Carrick. Back to the defense. Chris Tomasi can't get it out. Good centering feed. Over to Giblets. He finds it. Giblets puts it back in front again. And again, it's Tomasi who takes it away. So a couple of looks there. Carrick coming back with speed. Semenoff. But Bitts gets enough of it to knock it wide. Thrown back towards the net. Deflected there as Jeffrey put it towards the cage. Hit a couple of sticks and misses the Trinity net. Final 10 of this opening frame. Centering feed, nobody home. Trinity corrals, that is, as the horn sounds to end period number 1. 17 minutes of hockey in the books here from the Ice Castle and Castle Shannon Division II matchup. Your score after 1. It's Trinity 3 and Carrick nothing. We'll take a break and be back with period number 2. You're watching PIHL High School Hockey Night Live here on TenbandTV.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Back here at the Ice Castle, getting ready to get period number 2 underway. Division II matchup, and it's Trinity leading Carrick by the count of 3-0 after 1. PIHL High School Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV. Matt Vandriak with you here tonight as Trinity tallies 3 in the opening frame. Seamus Coyle got it started a minute and 5 seconds into it, his 12th of the season. Then a power play goal from Bobby Dedea, his 4th. Made it 2-0 Trinity. And then Henry Coyle tallied his 3rd of the season to round out that first period scoring. Incoming heads up as that one hits the stands, giving me the opportunity to give you a little more statistical breakdown. Shots on goal through the opening period, Trinity 10, Carrick 7. Trinity 1 for 2 on the power play. And the goal scoring. Coyle was unassisted, that being Seamus Coyle, the first goal of the game. Zach Giblett's power play goal assisted by Jensen Phillips. And Henry Coyle assisted by Seamus Coyle and Cale Bitts, and blocking a shot there for Trinity. Speaking of Bitts, it was Bitts. He is still down, and he got from close range hit with a big shot in that circle. Bitts shakes it off. Judging by where he's at with his glove, I think that Cale might have got hit in the bits. Able to get off his Bitts as he took his shot from really close in a really bad spot. And no matter what kind of protection you're wearing, you still feel that. Face-off won by the Hillers. And up the right side, they're going to break it out 2-on-2. Taylor trying to go around everybody. Felt on the play by Max Hagen. But Taylor comes away with the centering feed. Backhand try blocked. Working hard, turning shot. And whistle down here as Woods was trying to put it on. And we're going to, sure what the whistle is. Carrick going to go to the penalty box. That's what the whistle is. And that's not going to help the Cougars' cause. Turning to the man advantage for the 3rd time tonight and the 2nd time in the sin bin for Max Hagen, who may be a fan of Allison Chains because he's the man in the box. As Trinity, 1 for 2 on the power play, trying to add to this 3-0 lead. From the right point, Phillips trying to push it down to Woods. Good work by Semenoff to take it away. Working hard, shorthanded. Vranek crossing center red. He's going to dump it all the way down to the far corner. Chris Tomasi, the first man there, but Woods pushes the puck away from him, giving Bobby Tadea a chance to find it. Tadea sends it out. Vranek to the point. Phillips, shot, whistles wide, and then Taylor finds it. Taylor trying to find Vranek at the point. He has to glove it down. Vranek drives towards the net. Tadea, who has a tally here tonight, back to Vranek. 1:10 left here in the Trinity power play. Phillips to the right side, shot on, save made, and the rebound gets away from the Hillers. Vranek, nice look, one-time try, firing wide again is Brody Woods. Woods behind the net. 55 left, centering feed. Woods in the circle to the net, blocked, still loose. Semenoff finally finds it, going to come back 1-on-3. Here comes Semenoff, taken away. And Trinity back the other way. The right side, Hillers enter. Rister coming, blocked, and cleared. Good defensive work by Tomasi for the Cougars. 33 seconds remaining here on the Trinity power play. Hillers trying to enter the zone. Bitts, who's back on. Good to see him back out there. And cleared out by the Cougars. Stepping out of the net to his right, there's Chase Jones. And he sticks it ahead here to Giblets. And here comes Giblets. Crossing center edge. Giblets breaks the zone. Giblets circles to the point. Henry Coyle shot, stick save made, rebound, poke just right by Bitts. Power play over, so Trinity gets their second consecutive penalty kill and keeps the deficit 3-0 to the Cougars. Seamus Coyle drives, save made by Reed Richardson. Carrick trying to get it out. Breaking the zone. Wrist shot by Tomasi, fires wide. Miller at the right point. Back to the net, deflection off the skate of Tomasi and wide. At the left point, Hagen drives down. Cut off on a good defensive play by Cale Bitts, but then found by Tomasi. Tomasi, the captain and leading point getter for Carrick. Sending it down low, but out of play it goes as Jeffrey battling down there with Henry Coyle. We'll see who touched it last. They're going to say it was out off of Carrick, and we'll do a neutral zone draw here with 13:39 left in period number 2. And the visiting Hillers on top by the count of 3-0. Now the officials decided to change their mind and bring it back into the home zone. So it was the visitor zone, that is. So it was Trinity who touched that puck last. We'll draw it up again in the Trinity zone to our right. Pushed back behind the net there by Austin Davis. Kept in at the right point by Carter Krause. Krause to the circle. And a lead feed here too far that's going to be icing. As Jaden Kowal is trying to hook up with Avery Mahan and pass out of Mahan's reach. We will move the face-off back again into this Trinity zone. Face-off one. Centering feed is Carrick trying to make some offense. Top of the left circle, pad save made as Krause put it on. Jones makes the stop and is able to find the rebound and hang on for the whistle. Face-off stays in the visitor zone to our right. Won by Trinity. And out they come with it. Corey Taylor up the right side has a trailer in Tadeo. I don't think he saw him. Taylor goes to the corner. Centers, nobody home. Jacob Buchholz back there for Trinity. Here's a steal by Woods. Woods drags, drifts, rips, and misses. Jumping on and finding that puck. Coyle brings it all the way around, finds Woods in the circle. Rister coming, that's blocked. Nice work by Ryan Miller to get in front of it there for Carrick. Outlet try. Trocheck. Pocket picked. Woods backhands it in. And regrouping back there for Carrick is Jacob Buchholz. Trinity finds it for a second. Stolen away. Here comes Miller 1-on-3. cut off. Woods will be the first man there. The defensive help also there from Corey Taylor. Back to center red, Carter Kraus. Cross rink feed, Droshek taken out on a bump there by Vranek. Trinity going to bring it back. Stick down at center red by Taylor. Into the zone with a couple of trailers. Taylor, that rhymed. A poet that didn't know it there. Lead feed, looking for Semenoff too far and icing the call. Face off back to the home zone here to our right. And sent out at center red. Nick Boris had it. Moves it ahead to Seamus Coyle. Coyle to the left side. Finds his brother, Henry Coyle, the younger of the Coyle clan. Brings it back to the elder. From center red, Semenoff has it stolen. Great opportunity. Giblet, save made. As he went through the Carrick defense like a hot knife through butter, but the last line of defense is Reed Richardson, who keeps it out. Carrick wraps it around the far side. And here comes Semenoff leading the charge back, 2-on-2. Semenoff drags deep. Semenoff going to bring it all the way around. Semenoff centers. Big opportunity there and firing just wide as Jeffrey, who caught the outside of the net. And now here comes Seamus Coyle, a 2-on-0 developing. Coyle with Giblets. Back to Coyle, back to Giblets. And that goal was just too sweet. Zach Giblets from Seamus Coyle. And it's 4-0 Hillers. Back, 4th and 4th finish for Giblets. His second of the night. And the third point of the night for Seamus Coyle. 4-0 Hillers on top. 10:51 left here in the second period. Face off at center red. And Carrick going to dump it back in. We got a whistle here. It's going to be an icing call ups against the Hillers, as losing an edge there for Trinity was Sam Schneider. .10:34 left here in period number 2. 4-0 Hillers on top. Face-off won by Trinity. And here they come back up the left side. Ian Vranek trying to drop it back to Schneider. Cut off, 3-on-2 back the other way. Austin Davis moves it ahead. Circle shot coming. Save made, no rebound. Good try there for Landon Jeffrey. But Chase Jones closes the door, putting down that paddle to keep it out, and that was actually Theos Valchev who got that shot. And we'll draw it again. In the Trinity zone to our right. 10:18 left here in the second period. Carrick needs to get some momentum. The Cougars so far tonight, colder than the temperatures here in western Pennsylvania. We're going to see temperatures down into the teens here tonight, so bundle up. I don't call this place the Ice Castle for nothing either. Tomasi, Trags, circle shot, block. Good job to get in front of it there by Henry Coyle. Tomasi carries it all the way around behind the net, though. Chris Tomasi spins away. He's bumped down on the play there by Cale Bitts. Right point try, shot blocked. That was thrown back to the net by Iknowski and blocked by the Trinity defense. Henry Coyle getting in front of it. Good extended shift here for Carrick. Gavin Jones all the way around to the far side. Giblets. It's a fitting name right after Thanksgiving. Lead feed, Seamus Coyle behind the defense. Coyle rising wrister, and it hits the glass, and we have a whistle behind the play as Jones and Henry Coyle exchanging pleasantries. maybe talking about what they had for Thanksgiving. They wouldn't have any giblets. They're both going to sit down. They can talk about it more. Maybe share their Christmas wish lists. Face off in the home zone to our left. Pushed right to the net and covered up by Reed Richardson. Trinity looking to add to this 4-goal lead, and they keep working down here. That's Eric Yorty behind the net. Can't bring it out. It comes back to the right point. Easton Elliott, point-to-point pass to Hudson Bennett. Bennett dumps in. Down the left side, shedding a check there is Caleb DeGarmo. And Yorty brings it back here to the near side. Hudson Bennett now back behind the net. Yorty again, working back there with Caleb DeGarmo. Trying to put it back in front for Yorty. Good cutoff there by Trinity's Jacob Buchholz. Along the far wall. Hillers with good sustained zone time here, but Troshek will take it away. Send it back to the neutral zone. Trinity feeds it ahead. Easton Elliott, good feed. Yorty to the net. Pad save made by Reed Richardson. And trying to break out. Here's Miller. He can't get out of the zone, though. Yorty steals. DeGarmo bodied up as Buchholz brings the boom with that body check. Trinity getting a wholesale change on here. Shots currently 13-12 in favor of the Hillers with the score 4-0. And now you got to break back the other way, 3-on-2. Taylor leads the charge. Taylor drop pass, one-time rip coming. And Dedea rings out off the glass. Gives a break back the other way. Semenoff looks it over. Semenoff all the way to the near wall, trying to set things up. Semenoff centers. Cut off by Woods. Carrick setting up. Back it comes to Iknowski. And then back the other way comes Woods. Woods taken down by Semenoff. But Woods gets it back as Taylor finds him. Here comes Woods. Shot, stick save made by Reed Richardson. Back behind the net. Bobby Dedea in a battle back here. Good centering try. Save made as Vranek put it on. Dedea and Iknowski mixing it up behind the Carrick net. Puck dumped in by Trinity. And sent back to the neutral zone where it's circling back there is Jensen Phillips. Up the left side. Team's volleying the puck here in the neutral zone. And a chance for Semenoff back the other way. Semenoff to the right circle. Semenoff trying to get around Phillips. Semenoff brings it all the way around here to the near side. Semenoff throws it in front in the redirection there by Landon Jeffrey goes wide. Back to the point. And it's going to be a chance back the other way. Iknowski actually is going to go the length of the rink. It'll be an icing call against the Hillers. Face off back into the visitor zone to our right with 6:09 left here in the second period. So the Hillers, after dropping their first 3 of the season, come into the night winning 2 of their past 3, trying to make it 3 of 4, and take sole possession of 4th place, which is also the final playoff spot. Top 4 from each division make it here in this blue division. These teams are deadlocked for 4th, 11 points out of 3rd. One-time try from Semenoff, blocked. Nice job there by Seamus Coyle getting in front of it. Now the 2 captains, Coyle and Semenoff, work all the way back into the Carrick end. At the right point, Cale Bitts keeps it in. Jeffrey finds the puck, can't get it out though for the Cougars. Now maybe a chance back. Semenoff has his stick lifted. Good job by Bitts to slow him down. Semenoff works his way in. Nick Boris will be the first man there though for Trinity. And Boris ends up on his rump behind the net. As back the other way comes Giblets in the charge, offside. As Henry Coyle just a stride ahead. Trinity had a golden opportunity coming back there, but could not stay legally onside. And we'll bring it back to the neutral zone with 5:16 left here in the second period. And a 4-0 Hillers lead. Face-off one, and Tadea brings it in for the Hillers, dumping it deep. Corey Taylor chases after it, but it's taken away. Trying to clear it out, but again, Vranek keeps possession in the Carrick zone for Trinity. All the way around and out. Cougars will play it back into the Trinity zone, and the Hillers backpedal. Under 5 minutes left here in period number 2. Iknowski dumping it in. First man there is Phillips for the Hillers. Trying to move it up the far side. Good body check thrown out there as Taylor steps into Tomasi. 4-man scrum against the far boards. Tomasi tried to pry it loose. Back to the point, shot on. That fired wide on that opportunity there from Carrick's Henry Simcox. Back the other way, Taylor going to have a breakaway. Here comes Taylor against Richardson. Denial! Seems it had to come. Reed Richardson with the glove save keeps the deficit at 4-0. Great opportunity there. That loose puck found Corey Taylor. And Richardson, perhaps his best save of the night, keeps Carrick within striking distance here in this second period. Face-off, won by Trinity, but now Carrick finds it. Troshek's pass back to Miller. Doesn't connect, and now Carrick has to touch up, and here they come. As Valchep couldn't get it through. Because another chance here for Dmitry Valchev. Valchev working hard against Easton Elliott. Back to the point. Big rip there from Carter Kraus goes wide. Breakout here. Avery Mahan dumping it back into the Carrick zone. Jacob Buchholz, the first player there, but then stolen away. Here comes Hudson Bennett. Rising rip ends up in the meshing. And we'll do the face-off, see if a Carrick player got a piece of it. If we're going to bring this one back to the neutral zone. Official says it was touched by the home team. We'll stay in the Carrick zone to our left. 3:29 left here in this second period. 4-0 Carrick trailing. As Trinity got 3 in the first period. Seamus Coyle, Zach Giblets, and Henry Coyle. And then Giblets his second of the night here in the second period. Seamus Coyle assisting on the Henry Coyle goal and Giblets second of the night. So a 3-point night for the top guy as far as points go for Trinity. Phillips reversing field here behind his own net. Trinity trying to get it out. They move it up the near side. See Jaden Kowal looking for it. Phillips will find it, dumping it in. All the way around the horn to the far side. Tomasi, the first player there. And Phillips finds it at center red, dumps it back in. Chasing in here for Trinity is Sam Schneider. Back behind the net. And it's cleared out here by the Raiders. Up the right side, Jones cut off by Taylor, but then gives it back to Jeffrey, who has to wait for Jones to get onside. Finds Semenoff, the pass behind him. And out with it now comes Trinity. Loose puck, where's it at? Taylor looking for it. Jones also looking for it. Jeffrey finds it. 1-on-4. Landon Jeffrey shoots, fires wide, and a penalty coming up on the play. Jeffrey draws the whistle. Tomasi trying to work through the double team. Touched up over there by Trinity's Ian Vranek. But Carrick will get their first power play chance of the night with triple deuces left here on this second period clock. The Cougars are the man advantage for the first time. Carrick on the season, the power play converting an 18.5% clip. Trinity's penalty kill, 75% kill rate. Big chance here for Carrick. Get one here, try to get some momentum late in this second period. Face-off won by the Hillers. And Coyle going to get it out. Or is he? Hagan keeps it in. Hagan dropping it back here to Jeffrey. Jeffrey shoots, redirected wide in front with Semenoff with a deflection, misses the net. Hagan in the far corner. Banks it back to the point. Tomasi can't keep it in. And the Cougars got to reset, get back on side. 1:35 left in the power play, just under 2 minutes left in the period. Tomasi drags, rising shot wide of the net. Buckle to the near wall, shoots it on, absorbed by Chase Jones, and the whistle sounds. 1:25 remaining on the Carrick power play. 1:47 left here in this second period. 4 on the board for the Hillers. They lead 4-0. Hagan trying to get away from Seamus Coyle, who makes the steal shorthanded. Seamus Coyle has his pocket picked by his counterpart captain as Ethan Semenoff takes it away, and here comes Semenoff. Semenoff leads the charge up the left side. Semenoff trying to work his way around the defense. He does that. Semenoff, nice feed, looks it over. Jeffrey, save made. Chase Jones closes the door. Great effort there by Ethan Semenoff to set it up, and Landon Jeffrey denied by Chase Jones. 1:21 left in the period. 59 seconds remain on this Carrick power play. And the Cougars have had some good looks here with the man advantage, but unable to get it through number 71 on the net to our left, Chase Jones. The old saying is your best penalty killer is your keeper, and Jones has been good so far on this one. Hagan down the left wall. Jeffrey throws it to the net, nobody home. Around it comes, players are tied up. Buckles tied up there with Phillips. Phillips gets it out, sends it all the way back to the Carrick net. Reed Richardson slows it down, and he leaves it there for Max Hagan. Hagan spins away to the far side, going to take it the length. Crossing center red, Hagan coast to coast. 30 seconds left in the power play. Hagan looking for Jeffrey, stolen and cleared by Trinity's Ian Vranick. Tomasi breaking it out, here he comes. Crossing center red, Tomasi. All the way to the circle, now brings it back, sets it up to the point. Hagan handles. Final 5 seconds here of the power play. Hagan to the net, blocked in front. Good defensive work by Phillips. Comes back out, Tomasi scores! The power play expired, but the Cougars get the goal as Chris Tomasi, red light activated. And the Cougars on the board with 21 seconds left here in the period. Tomasi strikes again, his 7th of the season, and Carrick within 3. Big goal there for Carrick. They're on the board. Great power play. Couldn't strike with the man advantage, but shortly after power play time expired, Tomasi found it in that left circle, and he snaps it home to get the Cougars on the board. They trail 4-1. The final 15 seconds now of this second period. Maybe one more rush for Carrick. Looking for a lead feed. Miller going to track it down as Valchev tried to hook up. Miller pushing it down low. Final 5 seconds of the period. Miller spins, tries the center, cut off neatly by the defensive Trinity as Bordas breaks it up, and the horn sounds to end period number 2. 2 chapters written here at the Ice Castle, at least one more still to be told. Your score after 2 here in this D2 matchup. It's Trinity 4 and Carrick 1. We'll take a break and be back with your third period of action after this. You're watching PIHL High School Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Seamus Cole, as he got all the way down but couldn't finish the play. Cole, strong effort, trying to wrap, brings it all the way out. Cole turns, shoots, scores! Seamus Cole, and he was half man, half amazing on that effort. Trinity defender loses an edge. Carrick defender loses an edge, driving to the net, save made as Brody Wilson. It's another pair of siblings, as this is fed on to Reed Richardson, who covers on that shot attempt. Got a stick on the try there from Dedea. Back to the left point, into the circle, walking it out, wrister, score! And Trinity gets the power play goal and doubles their lead. Who's bodied up on by two Cougars. Puck loose, Mahan finds it to the corner, and he is finished off as bodying up there. They look it over. Trying to clear it out. And stepping in there is Valchev, threw it towards the net for Carrick. Good try and a goal! Henry Coyle. Here comes Phillips. Shot on, save made, then Phillips is felled by Tomasi as Richard. Samuel steps into a slapper, sacrificing the body there for Carrick. Crossing center edge, Giblets breaks the zone. Giblets circles to the point. Henry Coyle shot, stick save made, rebound, poke just right by Bitts. From center edge, Semenoff has it stolen. Great opportunity. Giblets, save made. As he went through you caught the outside of the net. And now here comes Seamus Coyle, a 2-on-0 developing. Coyle with Giblets, back to Coyle, back to Giblets, and that goal was just too sweet. And Davis moves it ahead, circle shot coming, save made, no rebound. Good try there for Landon. And trying to break out, here's Miller, he can't get out of the zone though. Yordy steals to Garmo, bodied up as Buckles. Henry Simcox. Back the other way, Taylor. Gonna have a breakaway. Here comes Taylor against Richardson. Denial! Seems it had to come. Trying to work his way around the defense. He does that. Semenoff, nice feed. Looks it over. Jeffrey, save made. Chase Jones closes the door. 5 seconds here, the power play. Hagen to the net, blocked in front. Good defensive work by Phillips. Comes back out. Tomasi scores! The power play expired, but the Cougars get the goal as Chris Tomasi.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Hewitt creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime, and don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. You utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Pass Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Back here at the Ice Castle, we're going to get period number 3 underway. D2 matchup here between Trinity and Carrick. The Hillers lead the Cougars 4-1 after 2. You're watching PIHL High School Hockey Night live on TenbandTV. Matt Vandriak with you here. And your scoring looks like this. Trinity put 3 on the board in the opening period, each team with 1 in the second. 4-1 the score here in favor of the Hillers. Shots on goal. Trinity, 10 in the first, 5 in the second for 15. Carrick, 7 in the first, 9 in the second for 16. Scoring looks like this. Trinity got it started 1 minute and 5 seconds into the game. Seamus Coyle, an unassisted goal. Then the Hillers would strike. At the 8:41 mark, Zach Giblets, a power play goal from Jensen Phillips, made it 2-0 in favor of the Hillers. 11:51 mark of the second period, Henry Coyle would score. Seamus Coyle and Cale Bitts got the assists. And then with 6:09 into the second period, Zach Giblets, his second of the night, set up by Seamus Coyle, his third point of the night, made it 4-0 Hillers, but Carrick striking with 21 seconds left in the second frame. Chris Tomasi tallying. Ethan Semenoff and Jacob Buchholz get the helpers. 4-1. Trinity leads after 2. Trinity 1 for 3 on the power play. Carrick 0 for 1. And here we go, fresh sheet of ice. Hillers left to right, Cougars the opposite way. See if Carrick can carry that momentum over here into the third period as they got that late goal. Out it comes. Bitts will flag it down, pushing it back to the point. And the Hillers reset. Pressure put on here by Landon Jeffrey. Jeffrey had a couple of good chances in that second period, but could not convert. Icing called against the Hillers. And we'll face it off and bring it back into the visitor zone to our left. Trinity wins the defensive zone draw. They try to clear it out. And Taylor pushing it back into the Carrick zone. Buchholz over to the far side, cut off, but then Gavin Jones finishes his check on the Trinity player there. And we're going to get a penalty behind the play as it was Dedea going back and forth with Jones, fed back towards the net, touched up by the Hillers. And Carrick going to go to the power play for the second time tonight as Dedea and Jones mixed it up. Jones finished the check on Dedea. They exchanged pleasantries after that. And Dedea caught, as the second man usually is. He'll head to the penalty box. 1 minute into the second period, and Carrick gets their second power play try of the night. Face-off pushed back to the right point. And losing the handle on it there is Tomasi. Regroups. Cougars reset. Tomasi enters the zone. Tomasi spins to the far boards. Now tries to drive down low. Looking to drop it back to Semenoff. Ends up back on Tomasi's stick. Tomasi looks it over now. Brings it back to the right point. Tomasi to the left point now. Hagen. Semenoff trying to find Miller. And the pass not connecting. And the Cougars have to reset. Here comes Tomasi. Down the left side, Tomasi. Good feed, Semenoff in the slot. Better stick, though, by the defense there of Trinity's Ian Vranick. Semenoff throws it to the circle. Taylor cuts it off for the Hillers and dumps it back to center red. Hagen gloves it down. Trying to push it back here. Miller into the zone, onside. Hagen keeps it at the point. Dumps down. Hustling after there for Trinity's Jensen Phillips. And it's sent the length of the rink. Tomasi. 45 seconds left in the Carrick power play. Tries to find the trailer, Semenoff, and has it stolen away by Seamus Coyle, shorthanded. 1-on-3. Good stick check there by Dmitry Valchev. Moving it ahead where Tomasi chips it into the Trinity zone, but the Hillers grab possession, and they will clear. So Trinity's power penalty kill has been masterful here. Is now Seamus Coyle. Shorthanded. Good job to get back there by Jeffrey. Giblets behind the net. Coyle. Shorthanded, tries to send it out. Giblets battling Semenoff. Giblets finds it. And he's going to take it all the way back. Smart play there by Zach Giblets, killing the remainder of this Carrick power play, so now the Cougars 0 for 2 with the man advantage. As Giblets brings it back, Tadea back on. Giblets leads the charge coast to coast. Giblets looking for the HT. Centers, nobody home. Down low, Seamus Coyle trying to get away from Jones and Semenoff. Puck loose. Hagen finds it. Back to the right point to Bitts. Giblets from a tough angle. Throws it in front. Hagen cuts it off. Trinity keeps the puck. Coyle. Nice look down low. Deflection wide. Giblets looking for that third. Henry Coyle spins behind the net. Pushing it over to the far side. Taken away by Valchev. The being Dmitry Valchev. One of the twin brothers, the Valchev twins, Dmitry and Theos. Coyle takes it away. Walks it in. Coyle to the net. Scores! Seamus Coyle. Drink it in, man. Coyle second of the night, and it's 5-1 Hillers. So Coyle having a big night. 2 goals. 2 assists, 4 points of the night. Now for Seamus Coyle. And the Hillers extend their lead to 5-1 with 13:01 left here in this third period. Trinity looking for more. Caleb DeGarmo chipping it in. Chris Tomasi spinning and bringing it here to the near side for the Cougars. Tomasi going to take it the length of the rink. Here he goes into the Trinity zone, but the Hillers cut it off. Easton Samuel trying to take it away here from Theos Valchev. Valchev finds Davis in the right circle. Shot on, save made. As Austin Davis put it on, but Chase Jones closes the door. Carrick comes in off of a 9-5 victory. Their previous game, which was 3 weeks ago, back on November the 11th. That was a win over Wilmington. Carrick, they played Monday night here at the Ice Castle, falling 5-4 in a hard-fought battle of Morgantown. The Mohegans, or the Mohawks as they're called, the conglomeration of Morgantown and University high schools. Morgantown's the Mohegans. University's the Hawks, hence the Mohawks hockey nickname. Educating those of you, if you even care about the West Virginia team. Giveaway to Massey, shot, save made. He had a great look, but a better stop. Backhand try towards the net, blocked. And Davis blows a tire on the follow-up. Morgantown in the gold division in that crossover matchup. 4th place team in that gold division. Nice try back the other way. Unable to turn it over, though. Ignowski got all the way there, but then couldn't get it home, and then Ignowski blows a tire. And a lead feed. Breakaway tried. Seamus Coyle to the net. Score! Seamus Coyle. Hat trick for Trinity. And Coyle has been half man, half amazing here tonight. 6-1. Seamus Coyle. Sloppy play by the Cougars, and Coyle makes them pay for it. We're going to get a goaltending change. Is Reed Richardson going to get the rest of the night off? His younger sibling, Nora Richardson, the freshman keeper, will step into the net to our right for the Cougars. Shot to the net, save made, no rebound. As Miller put it on, the stop was made. Seamus Coyle, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points on the night, and it's 6-1. Miller, a great move, but he can't finish it. Nice job to get in front of it there by Ian Vranick. Backhanded up. Carrick unable to keep it in. The Cougars need a touch up to get back on side. Chance to talk to the Trinity staff before the game, and this is the first time, and I think in a while, they've had a full roster here tonight. No scratches as Carrick ices the puck. Carrick down a few tonight, including Kean Conroy, who is out with serving a suspension. Trinity can't clear, back to the right point, thrown to the net. In front, backhander, big save made. Good look in front for Lexi Droshak, but the left pad of Chase Jones keeps it out. Body's bang in the corner. Here comes Vranick coast to coast. Rister coming, fought off with the blocker there by Nora Richardson. Vranick rips it around. Sam Schneider trying to give chase against Droshak. Droshak working for it, frees it up. Dmitry Valchev can't get it out, stolen away. Shot to the net, stick save made and covered as Jaden Kowal gets the shot on there for the Hillers. 10-11 left here. Easton Samuel got the assist on the hat trick goal by Seamus Coyle. Here come the Cougars from the draw with speed. Gavin Jones back behind the net, finishes his check as it's pushed away there by Boris. Thrown back towards the net, deflects in front. And the Hillers have hurt danger there as they send it back into the Carrick zone. Hustling after it, good speed, great burst there by Zach Giblets, who has 2 tonight as well. Trinity trying to get the double HT. And if they would get the double HT or put one more on the board, you know what 7 means. Chili goal. Take you back to the late 80s at the Civic Arena. If you don't know, Wendy's used to give away free chili when the Penguins scored 7 at home at the Civic Arena back in the days of my youth. And in the mid to late 80s, there wasn't a lot of chili being served because the Penguins didn't score that much. Jeffrey takes the puck away from Giblets for Carrick. Sends it back to center Ed. Jones will find it for the Cougars, bringing it back. Jones with the circle. Tough angle shot, patted away by Jones. Jones on Jones. Chase Jones stopping Gavin Jones. And out with it now. Pushed ahead to Giblets. Giblets trying to work around. Well defended there by Carter Krause as Eric Yordy tried to set Zach Giblets up to give him a crack for the hat trick. Yordy lost the stick. He's going to have to get off as Carrick brings it back. Steal by Krause. Rips it wide of the net as he breaks into the Trinity zone. Chipped ahead. Semenoff had it in his skates. The officials letting both teams get away there. They both had 6 guys on back-to-back stanzas, but in a 6-1 game in the third period, unless it's blatant, maybe we put the whistle away for the night. Trinity out, pushing it back into the Carrick zone. Spinning back here is Jacob Buckles. Puck cut off here by Brody Woods, who broke it in. Phillips shot, that's blocked. Good job to get in front of it there by Buckles. Carrick going to bring it out. And into the neutral zone, the Cougars. Watch as Trinity brings it back. Woods, good poke check here. As McKeever got in front of it. Being Parker McKeever. I think it's the first time we've seen number 19 out there tonight for Carrick. Trinity brought it back into the home zone, offsides, and we will face it off in the neutral zone. 7:25 left here in the third period. And the Hillers leading the Cougars by the count of 6-1. Trinity trying to hold on and win 3 of their past 4 games and take sole possession of 4th place here in the Division II Blue Division. Into the Carrick zone it goes. And back out with it here, coast to coast. It's going to be Tomasi leading the charge. Tomasi with Miller on the left. Tomasi all the way to the net. Tomasi turns it over, but Jones pokes it away with the stick. Trocheck can't keep it in at the left point. Brings it back to center red, sends it back out. Yeah, to Iknowski. Iknowski ahead. Trying to hook up there with Dmitry Valchev. Trocheck has it taken away by Easton Samuel. And offside is Trinity as Mahan brings it in. And we'll do it again in the neutral zone. 6:43 left here in period number 3. Trinity bringing it in. Nice drop pass. As Schneider trying to hook up with Kowal. Chipped wide of the net. Carrick can ice it. And we'll do it again with the face-off back here in the home zone to our right. 6.5 left here in period number 3. 6 on the board for Trinity. 1 away from Chile. We don't give away free chili at the Ice Castle, unfortunately. We could use some in here. It is a brisk evening, both in Western Pennsylvania and in the rink. Chance in front. Loose puck. And deflected just wide by the Cougars, continuing to work down there. Schneider and Kowal. And the net off the moorings. I think that Nora Richardson may have gotten a piece of that last try as well. The face-off back in the Carrick zone to our right. Face-off 1, this is Henry Coyle. Seamus Coyle has 3. Zach Giblets has 2. And Henry Coyle has the other goal for Trinity here tonight. Semenoff going to bring it back, tries to go through everybody. Drops the puck back, chipped towards the net by Max Hagen. Great centering try, Semenoff shot blocked, follow-up try, score! Ethan Semenoff puts the mesh in motion. And with 5:52 left here in the third, the Cougars strike their second of the night, cutting the deficit to 4 as Semenoff, his 5th of the season. And a good shift there for the Cougars. Get the assist here for you. The left side to Dea. Bringing it around here to the near side. Tomasi. Trying to push it ahead, cut off, but back the other way. Jones gets it out and ahead to Semenoff. Semenoff, long shot fired wide. Jeffrey was coming back with Semenoff. Semenoff battling in the corner, but the puck taken away. Then kept in by Tomasi at the point of that clearing try by Ian Vranek. To the far side it goes. Bobby Dedea moves it ahead as Jeffrey stepped into a player, and we get a whistle here as Taylor's fouled. And I think Carrick's going to head to the sin bin. And that'll give Trinity another chance with a man advantage. As sitting down will be Landon Jeffrey. This will be the 4th try on the power play for Trinity. The Hillers are 1 for 3 coming into it. See the personnel out here. Both Coyles, along with Bitts, Boris, and Giblets. Giblets has 2 goals on the night, so Trinity might be trying to set him up, try to get that double hat trick. Face-off, though, won by Carrick, and Tomasi gets it out. Semenoff bearing down. Steele shorthanded. Tomasi brings it back. Henry Coyle knocks it out. And here come the Hillers. Seamus Coyle takes it all the way and tries to lift it. Hits the net, just the wrong one. That's the meshing above the glass. And the face-off will be in the Carrick zone, so the keeper, Nora Richardson, got a stick on that. 1:35 remaining in the Carrick, so the Trinity power play. 4-4 left in regulation time. And the Cougars win the draw, and they'll clear it out. Back into the Trinity end. Henry Coyle sets it up, leaves it for Zach Giblets with speed. Giblets bringing it all the way. Giblets coast to coast. Giblets all the way to the net, loses his edge, and ends up in the net, which comes off the moorings. So Giblets drove hard, lost an edge, and then ends up in the net. Giblets looking for that third goal. 6-2. Trinity leads with 4:21 left here in this third period. A minute and 12 seconds of Hiller's power play time remains. Puck played into the zone by the Hillers, and then cleared out by Carrick as we're down to 50 seconds remaining on this Trinity power play. Under 4 remaining in regulation. Up the left side. With speed, there's Ian Vranick. Vranick puts it into the slot, unable to connect with Bobby Dedea. And Tomasi shorthanded, going to lead the charge back. Chris Tomasi looks it over. Wrist shot coming, fought off with the glove by Chase Jones. Trinity going to bring it back. Up the left side. Dropped back. Vranick spins in the boards. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Loose puck. Still loose. Battling for it. And skated out of there by Miller, who moves the puck ahead there to Carter Krause. Trinity, as the power play expires, an opportunity back here for Woods. Woods looks it over. Nice job to get back, though, by Trinity, as Jacob Buchholz sends the puck out of play. Carrick gets the kill. Back to even strength with 3:04 left here in regulation, and a 6-2 Trinity lead. Here comes Jeffrey with speed. Drags it, has a trailer. Jones shot on, and getting a piece of that at the last second was Boris for Trinity to send the puck up and over the net. Semenoff battling in the corner. Boris bodies up against him. And joining the scrum, a couple of other players as the whistle sounds. Face off in the Hiller zone, and we have a penalty on the board. Sitting down for Trinity is Henry Coyle. So Carrick to the power play for the third time tonight. Big chance in front, save made by Jones on Jeffrey. Centering feed, looking for Semenoff, nobody home. Back to the right point, Tomasi finds it. Tomasi slides it to the right circle, nobody there. And a penalty coming up against Jeffrey. Flatten Phillips. And that was a short-lived power play for Carrick. So Carrick had 30 seconds of that abbreviated power play, and that'll be that. They will be 0 for 3 on the night. We'll play 4-on-4 for 30 seconds, and then Trinity will get their 5th power play of the night. It'll be a short one. As a matter of fact, so short there'll only be 2 seconds left in regulation when that one possibly expires. It's going to hurt the power play percentage. Score! Corey Taylor, shake and bake, rips the wrister high. Chilly goal for the Hillers, and it's 7-2 Trinity. Taylor's first of the season. If it was 1987 at the Mellon Arena, a lot of people would be very happy. They'd be getting the free Wendy's chili. Might not be so happy the morning after. Trinity bringing it back, up 7-2. We continue at 4-on-4, likely for the bulk of this game. So Carrick, here comes the coast-to-coast hustle. Chris Tomasi trying to work around Boris. Tomasi all the way around the rink. Tomasi trying to go in front for Semenoff, cut off. Well defended on the play there by Eric Yordi. Steal. Long shot coming, easy save made, or at least making it look easy was Jones on that long try from Max Hagen. 1:25 left here in regulation. Steal. Lead feed. Yordi tries to stick it to himself. Can't do it. And good hustle back there by Max Hagen to be the first man to the puck as we have 70 seconds left here in regulation. There's battle. Away with it. Semenoff leads the charge. 3-on-3. Semenoff all the way around, taking it to the far wall. Semenoff spins. Tries to shoot from the circle. Puck ends up on Tomasi's stick. Tomasi turns. Wrister coming, and it's partially blocked. I think that Boris got a piece of it. DeGarmo crosses center red, dumps it out. The penalty is going to expire to Trinity's Henry Coyle, and the Hillers on the PP for the remainder of this game, the final 26 seconds. Trinity Lakers going to skate this one back into their zone. So the only negative for Trinity is that Zach Giblets did not get the hat trick. Would have been a double HT for the Hillers, but Seamus Coyle did get a hat trick, had a 5-point night, and Trinity put 7 on the board. As we get a whistle here, covered up by Nora Richardson with 8.7 ticks left on this third period clock. Face-off one. Shot to the net. Nice save made on a good look from Henry Coyle. Nice stop made by Nora Richardson. Holds for the whistle with 2.5 seconds left here in regulation. One last draw, and that's going to wrap it up. Trinity impressive as the Hillers now won 3 of their past 4 and roll over Carrick here at the Ice Castle tonight in this Division II matchup by the count of 7-2. So Trinity improves to 3-4 in the season. They now have 9 points, take over sole possession of 4th place. The Cougars, they fall to 2-8 on the campaign and remain holding 6 points. Now out of the playoff spot right now in the 5th. For Jared Todhammer and Dustin Beck on camera production, I'm Matt Vandriak saying thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed as much as we did bringing it to you. Final score here from the Ice Castle. It's Trinity 7 and Carrick 2. You've been watching PIHL High School Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV. Good night, everyone.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Miss Cole, as he got all the way down but couldn't finish the play. Cole, strong effort, trying to wrap, brings it all the way out. Cole turns, shoots, scores! Seamus Cole, and he was half man, half amazing on that effort. Trinity defender loses an edge. Carrick defender loses an edge, driving to the net, save made as Brody Wilson. It's another pair of siblings, as this is fed on to Reed Richardson, who covers on that shot attempt. Got a stick on the try there from Dedea. Back to the left point, into the circle, walking it out, wrister, score! And Trinity gets the power play goal and doubles their lead. Who's bodied up on by two Cougars. Puck loose, Mahan finds it to the corner, and he is finished off as bodying up there. They look it over. Trying to clear it out. And stepping in there is Valchev, threw it towards the net for Carrick. Good try and a goal! Henry Coyle. Here comes Phillips. Shot on, save made, then Phillips is felled by Tomasi as Richard. Samuel steps into a slapper, sacrificing the body there for Carrick. Crossing center edge, Giblets breaks the zone. Giblets circles to the point. Henry Coyle shot, stick save made, rebound, poke just right by Bitts. From center edge, Semenoff has it stolen. Great opportunity. Giblets save made as he went through Jeffrey caught the outside of the net. And now here comes Seamus Coyle, a 2-on-0 developing. Coyle with Giblets, back to Coyle, back to Giblets, and that goal was just too sweet. And Davis moves it ahead, circle shot coming, save made, no rebound. Good try there for Landon. And trying to break out, here's Miller, he can't get out of the zone though. Yordy steals. DeGarmo bodied up as Buckles. Henry Simcox. Back the other way, Taylor. Gonna have a breakaway. Here comes Taylor against Richardson. Denial! Seems it had to come. Trying to work his way around the defense. He does that. Semenoff, nice feed. Looks it over. Jeffrey, save made. Chase Jones closes the door. 5 seconds here, the power play. Hagen to the net, blocked in front. Good defensive work by Phillips. Comes back out. Tomasi scores! The power play expired, but the Cougars get the goal as Chris Tomasi. Jeff twins, Dimitri and Theos. Coyle takes it away, walks it in. Coyle to the net, scores! Seamus Coyle trying to take it away here from Theos Valchev. Valchev finds Davis in the right circle, shot on, save made. As Austin breakaway tried, Seamus Coyle to the net, score! Seamus Coyle, hat trick for Trinity. Trinity can't clear, back to the right point, thrown to the net. In front, backhander, big save made. Both in Western Pennsylvania and in the rink. Chance in front, loose puck back, chipped towards the net by Max Hagen. Great centering try, Semenoff shot blocked, follow-up try, score! Ethan Semenoff puts the mesh in motion. And with fires, it's going to hurt the power play percentage. Score! Corey Taylor, shake and bake, rips the wrister high. Face off one, shot to the net, nice save. On Camera Production, I'm Matt Vandriak saying thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed as much as we did bringing it to you. Final score here from the Ice Castle, it's Trinity 7 and Carrick 2. You've been watching.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.